Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Tim Odell with Odell Complete Concrete. This is part 3 of this large build series for this backyard. In the last previous 2 parts, you saw us build the block wall, the retaining block wall. And in this part, we're going to be continuing on setting up those drains that we did in the last part 2 that were carried from the back of the block wall to the front. Now we're just carrying them out to the front, and we also are going to be setting up the concrete and pouring it in this video. So all we're doing right now is we are just digging out the drain lines, making sure that we have a solid 1% slope from this backyard to the front yard. We will also be coring into the city curb so that all of the drain water can make it out to the city curb and gutter. So what we're doing right now is we are just getting our drains centered for the concrete patio slab that we will be pouring back here. We also are going to be setting up the foundation slabs for the stairs that we will be installing later on in this build series. That will also need an inspection before we pour those as well. So there were a lot of inspections on this job. Just for the block wall alone, I believe there was about 4 or 5. And also for this lower section of concrete we will be pouring, it will be a broom finish. For the upper portion where the retaining wall is, we're going to be doing a sand wash finish. And that will be in the next video. So I put a drain out in the further point of the backyard for the turf that will be installed so that the turf guys can continue the drain where they need it. I already pretty much centered and lined them up, but if they want to add more, they could. And I did put one drain in the patio slab we will be adding. And then since we had pretty good fall from the side yard to the front, I did not need any drains on the side yard. So this dirt was pretty tough to dig though, because it's in the city of Orange up in the hills. The dirt is very clumpy and clay-like, almost like bedrock, but it's just very tough clay. You can also see right here we did go under the city sidewalk so that we could reach the city curb. We also are going to be putting drains in the upper section of the backyard and bringing drains all the way around as well for the other side. So right here we're just setting up our forms for the patio slab. We did about 12 feet off of the house, and then I put my drain exactly at 6 foot on center so that I can capture water from all directions evenly, so we have an even slope. And then for the sidewalk, or the side yard, we did 5 foot. We basically went as close as possible to that fence as we could. And here I am right now setting up the foundation footing for our staircase. That is where the posts will be sitting on top of. Basically what I had to do was dig an 18 by 18 footing with number 5 rebar suspended. So all I'm trying to do is suspend these rebar about, I believe they were about 6 inches apart. Yeah, 6 inches apart,
6 inches.
3 inches from top and bottom. And then I will be putting more in that will be overlapping, cross-lapping each other.
Like that. I'll have to adjust these. Okay, check it out, Shane. So see how I'm kind of suspending these?
Yeah.
I need you to kind of go to the bottom, get rebar ties, and now tie it this way. I need these kind of going all the way up like this.
Oh, I see. So it's basically like everything how we do rebar is just hanging.
Yeah, yeah.
And you want them each side on each one of them, right?
Yeah, basically,
but straight.
just how like that.
Yeah.
Glittery coming all the way up as well.
Okay, I'll get it straight.
I'm gonna start cutting more real quick. Dang, Shane, looking freaking good. Oh
3D
man, yeah, that's literally what we're building.
Petty, dude. This shit's like.
I know. This is why I hate doing
so
inspection.
petty.
It looks cool though.
It's so petty.
And now you have to do that exactly in that one. Yeah.
See, now you have experience. Now it'll be twice as fast.
I know. Honestly,
Me and Jimmy, we're gonna clear this whole area and the side yard and start grading.
Okay.
So what would you rather do? What would you rather do? Do you want to do the rebar or do you want to do the rebar?
Shane's looking at me. What are you looking at me for? What do you want from me?
All right, you keep doing the rebar. You already have experience.
Shane's like,
I mean, I'd rather not be on my knees, but okay. I'm just kidding.
oh, you want to do?
No.
You can grade, dude. I don't care.
It's up to
Whatever.
you.
I feel like shit either.
I don't care, dude.
I don't want to do the rebar because it's just too tedious for me.
Alright, dude. I'll just do the rebar.
What's simple for me?
I don't like doing the rebar at all.
Me?
After you do that though, Jimmy, I need you to take all the dirt out of this one, okay?
Okay.
Oh, this is all done now. I don't need this. To basically grade this whole area, Shane.
Yeah.
And maybe we snap some lines real quick on the house, so we have some marks made. Actually, let's do that right now so we can see. All right, here you go, Shane. Check this out. I'll clear the wall so nothing's in our way.
Just like grab all the pads. We're just gonna do this area.
No, here, wait, come here. Well, we're gonna do the whole thing.
Well, I know we are, but like for right now, we're focusing on this.
Yeah, we can focus on the back first and then
Yeah.
the side.
Why move all the shit then, huh? Right?
Yeah,
Things in the way.
But first, I want you to go to that corner. This corner right here. Yeah, we gotta snap a line. See that Sharpie mark right there? That's I want that as my grade. Okay, so go behind the hoses right there. Okay, let me make sure you're at the right height.
It's this line right here.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, Tim, you're good.
You good?
Yeah. I'll snap my side too whenever you're done.
Okay, let me snap it.
A long little snap.
Okay, hit yours a little bit.
So I don't really like doing the rebar grid setup for the little staircase foundation post, so Jimmy ended up doing that for me. Once he had an idea of how to do it, he had no problem with it, while me and Shane were just grading out the whole patio slab. I was also getting the drain height established and grade set so that we had nice even slope all the way around. After we got our grade all set up and done, the next thing we were going to be doing was compacting all of this area, plus we will be installing rebar so that when it comes time to pour, we'll be all set and ready. Alright, so here we are the next day, ready to pour this slab out. You can see we have all of our rebar in. We usually like to do it at about 2 foot on center. You can also see the concrete pumper has his hose all laid out. There's my brother in the backyard just polishing up some tools, and we're just about to snap some lines out.
Alright. Want to snap this line with me real quick?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you polished the hell out of that. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, dude.
Holy crap, look at this thing.
It's like brand new now.
Yeah.
I can hit the edges too, but
No, that's well,
that's like the main part.
yeah.
But these little things, dude, if you
Where'd
want to
you
clean
get
your
that?
trowels.
Where'd you get that?
I got a Harbor Freight last night because it's like right next to my new house. $3.
Oh, you went to Harbor Freight, huh? And just started getting some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Is
a bunch
this
of
new?
stuff. Yeah, I bought that at Home Depot, dude.
Why'd you buy another one? Don't you have one?
No, mine's the corded one. So I was like, dude, I gotta get a battery one. This was only $70.
Oh, Dad's got the Makita one, huh?
Yeah, the
70
Milwaukee.
bucks. That's a good ass deal for
Yeah.
Milwaukee?
Yeah, dude. It's a good deal. I mean, they say this one's only rated for 4.5.
Did you buy a new battery?
Nah. If I bought a battery, dude, this tool would have been like 200 something.
Yeah, the batteries are expensive.
Yeah. Oop.
I'm right in the middle of the drain.
This way, one. Right there.
There.
Yep. Alright, so we're just snapping out lines right now, marking them out with the red chalk, getting everything divided nice and even. As you can see, there's red chalk right there, and then that one is for the long joint that's gonna divide the whole, all the concrete patio slabs into sections.
So now that we have the lower patio section all marked out for our joints, we are now pouring out the slab. We're going to be doing a nice broom finish on this lower section. You can actually see in the upper section, we already poured it and we did a sand wash finish on it, but that will be in the next video. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Then we only got about 4 guys here today. Just me, my brother Tyler, my main man Juan, he's my favorite finisher, and then one of his guys he brought. And you can see we're going around the drain like a toilet bowl, circling around it, making sure that all the slope is going right towards that drain. And I'm out here on the wooden bowl float, just floating behind them as they rot off all the concrete. And right there, I actually almost got stuck. The wooden bowl float handle was loose, and so it almost dipped into the concrete as I was trying to pull it back. So I took it off and I retightened that up. And like I always say, I do like the wooden bowl floats for the first pass on the concrete a little more than the magnesium floats, just because I do think that they drag the cream around a little bit better, bring it up to the surface more, and expose any low spots in the concrete, so that you can throw out some concrete in those low spots, fix those areas. So right at the corner of the house is also a break point, or a crown in other words. So all the slope is going to be sloping right down from there to the house, to the front of the house, right at the corner of the house. So we got the whole slab all poured out. Now we're just going to be waiting for the bleed water to come up to the surface and just let the concrete get a little bit harder. But in the meantime, we did order some delivery tacos, because on pour days you can't really leave the job site. So we had a nice delivery service come treat us.
Tacos have been delivered.
Para las redes, la vamos a hacer hasta famosa, señora Aire. La están grabando ahorita en las redes sociales. Está. Sonrían porque están en cámara.
This is authentic.
Tacos de canasta.
How many did you order?
¿Cuántos ordenamos?
1.5.
¿Cuántos dicen así ahora?
60 tacos.
60?
6.
Oh.
I can eat like
That's like 10 each.
20.
That's like 15 each.
20.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Me, thanks.
Like 30.
So since this concrete is going off so slow, we had some nice time to enjoy some tacos while we waited for this concrete to get hard, and gave us some good energy to finish out strong. Alright, now you can see we're breaking out our 6-foot joint cutter, and this is what's going to get us some nice straight joints. We actually snapped some string lines in the concrete from our pre-marked locations. When we, at the very beginning of the video, we pre-marked all the locations with some red chalk. And then we just use our 6-foot joint cutter to cut everything up. And then we go over it again with our walking joiner, which will really help get those joints nice and clean, so it has a nice rounded edge. For the side yard, we did wait a little bit longer for that to get harder because we wanted it to be a little bit more stiff before going out on our sliders to really clean it up, because we can't really get out there with our funny trowels for the side yard because it was just too long of a stretch from each end to reach, so we had to wait a little bit longer. Once you go out with your knee boards, you really don't want to be causing any dips after you've rotted everything off, because you will be caught basically making bird baths. So you got to know the exact time to go out on the concrete so you don't cause any bird baths. And in case you're wondering what bird baths are, they're basically just little dips in the concrete where water can pool. Here we are with our funny trowel, just cleaning up the concrete, getting it ready for that broom finish. I'm also kind of curious too for you guys. Do you guys prefer the broom finish, or do you guys prefer something more decorative like sand wash or stamped concrete? And then here is one of our final passes. In total, we did about 3 passes. And this is one of the final passes. You can see Miguel just took the drain out and was cleaning it up and putting it back in. And he's hitting all along the house perimeter. And Juan's hitting the perimeter of the forms. There was actually a couple other little slabs that we did out on the front, but I decided to include that in a separate video. So those videos will be coming up after these videos as well. And this concrete actually went off pretty slow because most of the day was cloudy and the sun finally came out towards the end of the day. So we ended up getting out of this job like around 2 p.m., which isn't really typical when you pour at 7 a.m. Usually at a 7 a.m. pour, you'll be done on a job like this by 12:30. So right now we're just getting the broom ready. We got the big nylon broom broken out, and Miguel's just going to go down, start brooming everything. Juan's going to do all the finishing, and then Miguel's going to hit it with the broom right after he does a clean finish. And this is the 100% nylon broom. Pretty standard nowadays. A lot of finishers are using this type of broom. But anyways, that wraps up this video, and that was part 3 of this build series. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the next part. Alright, have a great day.